Hi everybody, today we're on Multivan again, so we're going to have a more of an in-depth look at the vehicle behind me. So this is a long wheelbase style vehicle, so it's the 2 litre TFSI, so it's the 2 litre petrol version, but whether it's the petrol version, the diesel version or the e-hybrid one, most of it is exactly the same inside anyway. There's very little difference as far as the outside and inside goes from on there. So I'm going to talk you through this, show you some things that are not standard on the vehicle, some of which there are standard on it as well, have a good walk around it. So let's crack on. Let's do the walk round first, I think. So we have seen some of these before, but if you look at the front end of the vehicle, very sleek across the front, rising straight up onto the windscreen. You'll notice we've got our parking sensors across the front, which are standard on the vehicle, and even got them on the side as well. So the side parking sensors is to do with things like your park assist, obviously, which can park the vehicle for you on this model. It's an option to get the 360 camera. These sensors use that information to give you that 360 degree if you actually upgrade to get that particular option on the vehicle. So coming down, we said obviously we've got nice big wing mirrors that are on here as well, so black on the top as well, which is a nice combination. From a styles perspective, you will notice on this model that we've got the chrome strip. So this chrome strip is coming off straight off the headlights here, so as it comes up from the headlights and onto the chrome strip, all the way right down the side of the vehicle, integrated into the rear taillights as well. I really do like that. I think it's a really nice addition. Standard 17-inch wheels that you get with the vehicle on the Style model. These are upgradable to on 17 and 18 options that's there as well. You can check those out and have a look. With this particular colour, I like these wheels. I really think it's a nice combination, having that two-tone with the darker colour that's on the outside of it, but let me know what you think as well. So we've got privacy glass, including the window in the Style version. So that's our normal sliding backwards and forwards window that you'll be used to if you've seen any of the other videos on the vehicles we have. Fuel flap that's on the side on here, that's released from inside the vehicle on the driver's side. That's there, and then we come around and said this one's the long version. If it was the short version, your bumper would be about there, something like that. That's on the back of it. Showed one of these in the last videos. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll put a link that's in here as well. We just swope your foot underneath the side there. The tailgate will open for you. You can do that on the remote as well. There's a button on the remote to open the tailgate as well, should you want to. So in the tailgate itself, we've got the button to turn it, bring it back down again, which is on here. We've got some lights on the back of the tailgate as well, which are LED lights. And then into the back of the vehicle, we've got this, which is just a parcel shelf. This comes out from on here, and plenty of space in the back. So you've got lots of luggage space here. As I said, this particular model is the 6-seat version. If you had a 7-seat version, there'd be an extra seat that was in there, and these seats can move backwards and forwards. So just give the red toggle a quick ring that's on here, and that will then pull it forward, and it locks in that position then. So then you've increased your boot size. Do the same on the other side. So you've got all that space then that's in the boot and all the way up from on here as well. You can fully remove those seats as well. If you want even more space as well, those seats will just flop down. And as I said, they are completely removable as well, so they're not too heavy. You could take the whole seat out if you wanted to, leave it at home, and gives you even more space in the back of the vehicle. And obviously you can close the boot as well if you want to off the key, so like that. So just press and hold the key and it'll shut for you. The back of the vehicle, obviously we've got our normal VW badge, the new badge, Multivan down the side here, and to release there is actually a manual version for the release as well, the boot, which is just under there as well, which is also where the rear camera is situated as well on the back of the tailgate. To help with the vehicle as well, as you've got obviously the top part here, so you've got what is effectively a spoiler on the back of the vehicle. Just looks really nice on the back. And then moving on to the side of the vehicle, this side's no different from the other side. That strip that we talked about before is continuing back along the side of the vehicle here, and then back up into the headlamps as well. And then it's worth mentioning on the corners here, so you've got a glass pillar here, so you've got a huge windscreen, which we'll show you when we get inside in a minute. Visibility on this vehicle is excellent. It really is very, very good. And you've even got, as I said, a little bit more window there to put some more light into it before you start moving down to the side of the vehicle. So side door again, if you've got your hands full of shopping, just pop your foot underneath it or the key. If you're in the vehicle, you can press a button on the dash, loads of ways to open it up. Interior wise in the Style, this has got the standard seating here, so it's got the velour seating that's in here, so really nice. I think it looks really good. You do have the option of upgrading, so you can upgrade these seats to leather trim, and again the actual seats in the front as well, you can have ergo seats for those as well. So there's quite a few different upgrades, but it's either this interior type on the Style, or you can move up and have the full leather as well. So today we've got this set up in conference style. You can obviously, these two seats here will turn round, so you pick them up, turn them around and put them back in again, and they'll be forward facing, so you've got the option of both. But on the seats on here, so we've got two seats here with armrests on the side of it, and these are fully integrated seats. Got normal headrests on the backs which just comes up, so you sat in here, a bit of an armrest here to put on. So on here obviously we've got a lot of boot space. If you don't need that boot space, you just pull the catch and go further back, so nice relaxing position to be. We've got a little cap here, so we've got USB-C on both sides of the vehicle, so you can plug things in. And you might also notice as well is on here we've got lights that are on the vehicle, and also this funny hole. This funny hole is positioned on the B and on the C pillar, so these two ones that are here in front of us, and there so you can put a cargo net up to stop things from falling forward into the vehicle. So I get lots of questions about the table. So this is the new table. We've replaced the old one in the old Caravelle. I love this thing. I think it's really good, really well designed. So it can go anywhere on the track system that's on here, including up in between the driver and passenger seat, which I think is a really good option that's in there as well. So you can move it along either way. Got a big push button on the side there, so you can push that, which brings that up from on there, and then you've got two tables which come out so that you can put things on there as well. So if there was a family, or you're out and doing something for business, for example, you could have like a conference style, which is what it is in here. So you could all sit in here, have some lunch, etc. if you want to. There's 3 cup holders that are on here as well, and then you've also got storage as well in the main compartments on both sides on here as well. So storage in here. And then to put it back down, just press the button as you're pressing it down, and that just locks it neatly and back into place. And as I said, this can go anywhere along here, so if you don't want it in the vehicle, when you're from here, for example, you could store it right at the front of the cab, which is where I've been having it when I've been driving one of these up there, because I've again been using these for cup holders as I've been driving along. There's a couple of optional extras that I would definitely recommend for this particular vehicle, for the Style, and one is the pan roof, because I think it just adds another dimension to the vehicle as well. It's such a nice place to be with this big open space that's in the vehicle as well. So I really recommend the panoramic roof. Is a really good one. In a few weeks' time, we've got a video that actually shows you all the seating combinations. So we're going to take all the seats out of a vehicle, put them on the road at the side to show you how they're on there, and then put them all back in different combinations as well. So we can show you how easy it is to move these seats around, what you can and can't do with the seats, and where they lock into position, etc. as well. So as I said, that video hopefully will be with you in a couple of weeks' time. Now this vehicle has got the optional upgraded ergo comfort seat. We're going to go into more detail about that when we do the actual seating video and shows you on there, but you can see it's got memory functions that's on the side of it as well, and it is electric. So I'm in the driver's position here, and the dashboard on the vehicle is very similar to all the other dashboards now that we've seen across the range, giving it a lot more to the driver's perspective. So everything is curved slightly to the driver, which we saw this first on the 6.1s as they came through on the commercial range. Obviously they've been in the car world for quite some time now, but as I sit here, everything, my head up digital display, my cockpit display straight in front of me. I've got the big navigation unit. So also on the dash as well, we've got a little extra storage bit on the top that's on here. As you'll notice, the dash is quite long and big as it goes away from the vehicle that's there. So we've got extra storage here at the side, and a glove box, which you'll be glad to know the handbook goes in the glove box as well, which is great to see that. That's there. And then we've also got additional cup holders which come down from on here. And this particular model, as an optional extra, has got wireless charging, which is just over £400 an option, and that's where your mobile phone would sit. That's the wireless charger pad that's there. We do have obviously things like power supplies in here as well, that's on the vehicle. At the moment the table is actually in here as well. So we've got a couple of cup holders here, but these are your main cup holders, as I said, which is in the front that's there. Obviously we're not going to go through all the dash and controls today, because we'll be here for the next hour or two doing a video on that, because there's so much in there. We're going to break all the different bits down, but essentially the big differences to this vehicle that you might not be used to, so the stop start, so It's keyless on here, so you need to have the key in the vehicle, but you don't need it on here. So there's a button to start it, so foot on the brake, press the button. That activates the engine. It'll start the engine, or on the electric version it will get it ready on the hybrid version that's there. And then we've got park, and you've got your new reverse, etc., that's in there as well. And obviously to drive, you just pop it down one, puts you into drive. And then on here as well, you've got your handbrake, because there's no lever on this vehicle. It's an electronic handbrake like a lot of cars are, with auto hold as well. And then off you go once you've started that. It's nice and easy to drive. So as normal, if there's anything we've missed that you want more information on, pop it in the comments box below. We can add that to one of the next videos that we do and have a look at it. It's in there. I hope you'd enjoyed today's video, having a look around the Style that's behind me here on the new Multivan. If you have, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.